Jay.Crafton. Welcome to Naptown City Limits. This week, our special guests are, well, they're part of the group Burning Incense. They'll be here this week, and then they'll be here next week with the electric band. This week, we have the acoustic act, and we'll just turn it over to them.
Change must come from the children cry, their mother dies where they stand. Why do they believe their own lies? Can't they see the change in the land? And people, listen to the earth, can you hear it? People, do what you can now to help it. And people, listen to yourselves and believe it. You see that change must come from the strong. Why does our planet cry and creatures die from the rain? May God bless and keep you. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others that others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young, and may you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth in life and the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous and stand up and be strong, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young, and may you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a firm foundation when the winds and changes shift. May you always be courageous and your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young, and may you stay forever young.
She's trying to lull us with her filthy eastern ways. Are we on? Hi! Here we are. We're here with Burning Incense, or part of them. It's Dave, Sue. I'm Jay. I'm your host. Dave, you guys are very active in the, what do I want to say, the...
Hemp movement?
That's it. That's the word we're looking for, yeah. What sort of, you know, how do I want to explain it? How do I want to say this? There's a lot of, like, you got normal and different organizations. Like, is there a specific organization that you guys are part of? Or
There's a lot of great organizations like Teach Therapeutic, there for the therapeutic reasons, ecological reasons. They work a lot with medical hemp and trying to get it to cancer patients and glaucoma patients, and heck, it's used for stress and so many different things. Actually, what we're up against is vested interest, because it's so it has such a broad usage. Like right now, we've just come through a very tense time over the oil crunch, and all our planes in World War II flew on hemp oil. And we could be driving our cars with hemp oil in the engines right now. Now that oil comes from the seed, which also the pulp of that seed is second in protein only to the soybean. So there's a whole myriad of uses there for food application. There's several. It seems like once you get a byproduct from using one part of the plant, it goes into another part of the plant is just as useful and eliminates a polluting product that's being used in another area. For instance, the paper from the pulp of the stems. 1 acre of hemp replaces 4 acres of timber in paper making, and we're still cutting down trees, and we're still polluting our natural waters with sulfuric acid and dioxin-laced chemicals. We've got a government that hasn't issued any permits for hemp since prohibition occurred at the onset of using synthetic fibers, because the fiber of the hemp plant is the strongest, longest lasting natural fiber known to man, so has quite a textile application, which they take advantage of in Russia, Spain, all through Europe. China is very big on the hemp fiber. As well as you have other benefits that occur naturally just by growing a lot of hemp. Hemp gives off more oxygen than any other plant on the planet. So you're actually reoxygenating the earth by planting alternative fuels, which again, not only oil for transportation vehicles, but a type of gasoline can be produced from hemp for pennies a gallon. And it's quite a wide subject. Once you get into the conspiracy, you find that you're up against a strong vested interest foothold in the area of oops.
Just ignore her.
But these people over here weren't messing with all this hemp.
Well, so now you know what we do when we're here. You guys just, of course, next week we'll see the whole band, and I imagine you'll be doing songs for an album you guys just went in the studio and recorded.
Right, Sweet Fragrance of the Gypsy Camp.
So are you going to be producing, or will
It'll
this
be
like,
available on tape, album, and CD.
But can you get it, will it be released like through a distributor, or are you guys handling the distribution at your shows?
We're distributing it ourselves right now.
Okay, well that's cool.
As it stands,
because you do it
we're open for offers, but
Okay.
we really want creative freedom, so as it is right now, that's how we're basing.
Well, it's kind of like this: the fewer people you have involved in it, the less, the fewer people you have to answer to, and
Absolutely.
and things like that. Well, Sue, you're being awfully quiet.
Yeah, I don't talk. He does all the talking.
He does all the
for us.
talking.
Yeah.
Your instruments that you play, Sue, are unique compared to what we usually get. I mean, we get guitars, and we get. Last week we had mandolins and that sort of thing. We don't get a lot of this. What made you decide to play those instruments instead of, let's say the guitar?
I started on guitar, and then I went into drums in high school, and I came from pretty much an orchestra background where I was playing all the different ethnic stuff, and that's what I like. It's just all the different weird noises you can find from all over the world. I'll have more of them next week.
And by the way, for any of you bands that are interested in being on our show, Dave brought me some incense. I mean, they are the burning incense, so he brought me some incense. This is not to say that if you want to be on the show, you have to bring me any gifts or anything, but
it's a good idea.
It's a good idea. It helps to get you on, and I don't interfere with what you're doing, okay? While we're talking about the show, we got a letter. I want to read this letter because we're running short on time, so I'm going to...
May I say something real quick?
Go ahead real quick while I'm...
I just want to say that anybody that has any questions on the hemp conspiracy or how big businesses has caused prohibition and is continuing it to go on and keeping us from benefiting both ecologically and continuing a persecution of American citizens and going against our Bill of Rights and Constitution, actually changing that, you can get that information through 317-926-8255, and we'll make a wide variety of information available to you. Thanks.
Okay, now back to our letter. I got this thing through the mail, and this viewer is a very observant person. It says, "Dear Jay," that's me, says, "I remember seeing you with a band called Smith & Jones. You were very good. I saw you at a place called, and I can't give their name because it'd be a plug, and we can't do that. It says, will you guys be performing on this show? I have asked all over about you, but nobody knows what happened to you. I enjoy the show. Keep up the good work, Betty Sims. Betty, hi, I'm Jay. The name of the band was Alias Smith and Jones. We broke up. I do this, and I played in 2 other bands since then, one called the Persuaders, and the other one was called the Rebel Rousers, which that was different. Anyway, the bass player, Pat, he's our sound man. He is also a championship bass fisherman. He's into fishing and everything, so that's what he does mostly. Our keyboard player, Dwayne, he's gone on to Miami, Florida. He's studying at a place down there to run a recording studio. The other 2 guys, last I heard, Tim Gott and Mike Douglas, they are still together, and I think they may be calling themselves Alias Smith and Jones. I don't know. All I do know is that everybody here wishes them the best of luck and all that stuff. Plus, I got another letter that said that I don't call, I don't write, and it was from my mom. So, hi, Mom. How are you? Okay, we took care of that. How are we doing on time? We still can go? Just keep on going? Well, fine. They want me to stretch. I like that. Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. We're going to talk to Dave again here. See, that's the, and wadding up this lady's letter. Hi, Betty. How are you doing? That's the beauty of this thing, is like the people come on and they do their songs, and then we just more or less we improvise and we wing it. So we got to stretch, so we're stretching. We were talking earlier, and you told me that you knew or whatever, or an acquaintance of Wavy Gravy, who was at Woodstock with the hog farm that did the, helped out with the people who had.
Yeah, he was
trips
kind
and
enough
stuff.
to come out here and helped us with Clowns for Hemp, which was sponsored by Indianapolis Normal when I was director. And Wavy made a great contribution then, and is a wonderful human being and a great humanitarian. And I would say definitely seek out all the material you can. He has some recordings. He's presently working on a book. And anything that you could find about that era, I'd say it would be more than worth your time to check into Wavy Gravy's role in it. His name is also Hugh Romney, and he's referred to in electric Kool-Aid acid test and quite a few other things back there.
Now, you were talking about that era, but you guys and your group, I had I guess was a demo tape that you guys made that you let me have. As far as that era goes, it's not really died,
Absolutely, it's grown and blossomed. Wavy's involved right now quite a bit with the Cowboys for Indians concerts. He works with a group called SAVA, which their slogan is a solution in sight, and they collect used glasses for people in third world countries and check the prescriptions and dispense them as they're needed by people who obviously don't have the money. And they also provide equipment and doctors and cataract operations as well for people in those countries, as well as getting food and other medical supplies to other people of need throughout the world as well, right here in our own country. There's a great need going on right here in America.
But, there was a lot of people that said that the 60s and the early 70s, they're dead and they're not going to come back. These people, they play about the best music that you can hear any place, whether you want to call it psychedelic folk, electric folk, whatever you want to call it. They're good, and we're going to have them back next week with a lot of people, and they're telling me this. They wanted me to stretch, now they want me to cut, so we'll see you next week, and they'll be here.
Those are just people who refuse to say the old regime died.
That's it. We'll see you next week on Naptown City Limits. Say bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Wasn't very mistake, lying there in sugar-coated dreams. Wasn't all on purpose, it wasn't how it seems. I guess that doesn't matter here today. Government is dying, it's right there in your lap, but you party right on by, or so it seems. Live upon a smile, knowing all the while destruction could be sugar-coated dreams. They were lying there in sugar-coated dreams. Wasn't very young when he made his last mistake, lying there in sugar-coated dreams. Wasn't all on purpose, it wasn't how it seemed. Guess that doesn't matter here today. Government is dying, it's right there in your lap, but you party right on by, or so it seems. Live upon a smile, knowing all the while destruction could be sugar-coated dreams. They were lying there in sugar-coated dreams. They were lying there in sugar-coated dreams.
I was putting away my things inside the room. I found a box I should have never looked into. It contained the letters I wrote you and you wrote me. They told of a love that would always be. Some old love letters just some ink upon some line. Some old love letters from another day and time. I guess you had read them, they were well thumb-worn with time. Underneath each I love you was a bright red underline. And I found the pictures I thought I'd thrown away. And my mind went back to another time, to another place. Some old love letters, just some ink upon some line. Some old love letters from another day and time. Maybe I'm crazy for missing you today. Just thought I'd tell you that you know what they had to say. These old love